Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Adventures on the Gorge, the adventure resort where wild meets wonderful on the rim of the New River Gorge in West Virginia. Find whitewater rafting, rock climbing, ziplining, and lodging at adventuresonthegorge.com.
There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office, welcome to another Mountain Stage with our host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We are at our home at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, West Virginia today, and we have a show full of strong songwriting, and especially the lyrics. You got to listen today because these are some of the best lyricists that are writing today. Mr. Nick Lowe is here, came over from England to be with us. He'll be out next hour. Also next hour, another fantastic singer and songwriter, Patty Griffin, is here. And a little later during this hour, one of our very favorites, the lead man to The Whole Steady, who's just finished his 4th solo record, and it's a great one, Craig Finn and the Uptown Controllers. But to start us out, we have 2 young women who started out in Idaho, and they made their first record there, but that was 10 years ago. After that record, they decided to move to Portland, and those of you here in the auditorium can see that they are actually identical twins, Caitlin and Lori Shook, and they brought their band with them. And their new CD, which is their 5th, is called Some Good Lives, and they celebrate some good lives that have been part of their lives, including their grandfather and their godfather. It's a very sweet record and a very strong record, and I love it when people give gratitude where it's deserved. Welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Shook Twins.
Thank you. Thank you. We are so happy to be here.
It's an honor to be on this stage.
Yes. It's definitely one of those things you check off as an artist. So we're so stoked to be asked to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
This is our futuristic, apocalyptic gospel swing ballad. gonna shake, earth is gonna shake, earth is gonna shake you down. Yeah, the earth is gonna shake, earth is gonna shake you down. And what are you gonna do when the truth time comes and you cannot hide all the things that you have done? And what are you gonna say when they ask you why you chose to live this way in your short time? Earth is gonna shake, earth is gonna shake, earth is gonna shake you down. Yeah, the earth is gonna shake, earth is gonna shake you down. Break it down now.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Nice. It's not gonna shake you guys down, though.
You guys are cool. Okay, this next one we call our sexy breakup song, but not our breakup. That's never gonna happen. But it's also for anybody who needs to feel safe. There's people who don't feel safe in our own country. Their own country.
Is a love that feels safe. It's not gonna move from me or change shape. And all I want is for you to stay. Right here with me in this place. Well, it isn't the dream if it only looks like the dream. How come you keep thinking you can fool me with your holographic pretty things? I keep swallowing your finger when you ask me. I'm addicted to your yes or no, and I can't let this go. All I want is a love that feels safe. It's not gonna move from me or change shape. And all I want is for you to stay. Right here with me in this place. Ha! alright, 'cause there's nothing moving. Tell me how it's different than it was then. You were sure then, now we're moving backwards. All of this is broken 'cause of nothing. We were strong and now you're hesitating. I can't let things go.
Yes. They're wonderful. So we brought our own disco balls for this next one.
Yes.
You can't
The
see
radio
us.
can see it,
I know.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you can just feel these sparkles on the over the radio, we're hoping. We're wearing sequin capes. I'm sorry you can't see this. But you guys can. So we're going to be the disco balls. And this is our folk disco song. We really believe that banjos should be more involved in the disco scene.
Doesn't everybody? It's a song for your inner dorks to remember to just have a good time, you know?
Don't let yourself get too bored.
Waking up is voluntary. Remember when the day belonged to you. Your nights were long and windy, and you could just blow around. You wanna stay while you try to. You wanna stay while you try. Yes, you do.
Thank you. Give it up for this band. We love these people. This is Abram Miller on the keys, and he's also the one holding down that low end, just in case you were very confused at where the bass was. 2 and 1 there. This is Nico Slice down here on the guitar. And we got Alex Radakovich back there on the drums. It's been a pleasure. We're Shook Twins. We come from Portland, Oregon, and got all riled up these past couple years, so this is a wake-up song.
Thank you to everyone who puts this amazing show on. It's so great. I'm going to play this giant magical golden egg full of hopes and dreams.
No shame in feeling those feelings. You better feel them real good, 'cause they're not gonna feel themselves. And if you wait too long, they can come out like a slap to the face, and you're not gonna know it hit you. Oh, my God, what have we done? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done to ourselves? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done to ourselves? Someone to blame for this, for that. But we're the same thing, babe, and the mistake's already been made. for that. Oh, oh, oh. My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done to ourselves? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done to ourselves? Working hard and broken, working less and rich and ruling. We can all do better. We can all do a little bit better. My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done to this place? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done? My God, what have we done to this place? Because we're caving in the roof, just entertaining ourselves. Thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers.
Caitlin and Lori Shook twins, right there. Originally from Idaho. Now they live in Portland, Oregon. And their recent album on Dutch Records is called Some Good Lives. This is their 5th recorded CD. And matter of fact, they're just going again because they just recently started releasing singles from their latest, going to be their latest soon, acoustic EP called Thought of a B-Side. And all 5 singles have been released at this time, so you can go to their website and find out more where they're going to be. Because, you know, most people on the mountain stage, when they talk about what they're wearing, it's a joke. Not these ladies. It's the real deal. They got it going on. And speaking of having it going on, no sparkles? Julie usually wears that. She didn't want to get in the way of Shook Twins, so she scaled it back a little from her usual costume. Julie Adams is going to do a song for us along with the Mountain Stage Band. In case you're here for the first time, the Mountain Stage Band is Ron Soule, who's up there on the acoustic guitar, and we have 2 lead guitar players, Ryan Kennedy and Michael Lipton. And on the piano, Mr. Bob Thompson, a star in his own right. Ahmed Solomon is our drummer, and Steve Hill plays the bass. And Julie has chosen a song by a great Canadian songwriter, been on the show. It's time to get her back. Lynn Miles, called Something Beautiful. Say hello to Julie Adams.
It's fall in the trees and the world's on fire. The forecasts are in and they all look dire. Gasoline rainbows in the parking lot. We learned our lessons, then we forgot it. Everything's broken or about to break. The carrion birds took what they could take. We're blinded by the sun, crawling up a hill. We added it up, we can't pay the bill. We want bells to ring, we want doves to fly. We want banners waving in a clear blue sky. We're so tired of the trouble, tired of the push and the pull. We want something, give us something. We want something beautiful. There's no such thing as a clean getaway. No free lunch, you always gotta pay. Can't sit still, we can't be alone. We can't break free, can't find a home. And there's no such thing as a clean getaway. No good reason for killing time. No use wondering what we should We want bells to ring, we want doves to fly. We want banners waving in a clear blue sky. We're so tired of the trouble, tired of the push and the pull. We want something, give us something. We want something beautiful. We want something beautiful.
Julie Adams, the Mountain Stage Band, Something Beautiful by Lynn Miles.
Support for this podcast is provided by the West Virginia Tourism Office. There are places you visit and places you behold. You'll find natural wonders and endless experiences in the Mountain State. West Virginia, a place that's almost heaven. More information at wvtourism.com.
This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage, or you just want to hear something again, you can visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast will include songs we don't have time to fit on the radio, as well as the complete finale song. And if you enjoy the show, we hope that you'll take a moment to subscribe and leave a review wherever it is that you get your podcasts. Well, it was, 9 years ago when the whole steady came on the Mountain Stage, and we fell in love with their whole sound, and part of that sound is the man who's with us today. He's the front man for that band, but he's done 4 of his own albums, and his name is Craig Finn. He just released the third, actually, which is kind of a third of a trilogy because he used the same band on all 3, and thematically also had some things in common. All 3 of them have some things in common. People trying to figure out how to make it through this world we live in today. He's one of the best story songwriters that you will ever hear. He's got a great band with him. The new record is called I Need a New War. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Craig Finn and the Uptown Controllers.
Ideas that didn't work. A nation failed and broken, and faded and then burned, and the crumbles in the ashes that settled in her purse were the ruins of an empire and the people we once were. And then we were limping up towards Lake Street, and she motioned towards that church. Said the hardest thing they ask me is, Amanda, does it hurt? 'Cause it's not pain, it's more like pressure on the edges of my eyes. I see scales and bloody feathers when I look into the lights, and my password is be honest, and my network is evolved, and I can't guarantee I'll pick up every time that you call. Ain't it spooky when they all go away? Ain't it strange how they just disappear? It really sucks getting sick on the bus. It's even worse when the teenagers cheer. Ain't it funny how we all get by, but not the way that makes us laugh? Well, the lust burns off into handshakes and hugs. In the end, it comes down to the cash. I was coming from the carport when they kicked in the doors. They pulled the pistols from the holsters, put the people on the floor. It's not the fear, it's the frustration, getting sick of being scared. Put your princess to her feet, made a handle from her hair. I was thinking about the progress, how a change is gonna come. I was hearing the announcements, I was running from the guns, and desperation fueled the dancers. There's a sadness in the sex, and we lingered over dinner, and we ran out on the check, and our safe word is still stop it, and our style is self-involved, and I can't guarantee I'll pick up every time that you call. Ain't it something how the people switch partners? Yeah, you just gotta wait your turn. It's really hard getting kicked in the heart. It's even worse watching big buildings burn. Ain't it strange how it all fades to black just when it starts to feel really nice? I was banging around your party trying to locate all the love and the light. Well, the speed had crusted early, and then it ran its course. So I showered and got ready, and I started on my chores. It was rushing through my blood, it was coming from my pores, and my heart was charging forward, and I threw up off the porch. We were limping up towards Lake Street, she motioned towards the church. Said the hottest thing they asked me, so Amanda, does it hurt? Says how pain is more like pressure, in some ways that's much worse. The ruins of an empire, the people we once were. If revolution's really coming, then we'll all need to be well. So maybe it's just best if we both take care of ourselves. Right before some concert. On a blanket, silver bracelets. She was searching for a sponsor. I moved her to Montana. We hung on for several summers. It got druggy and we crumbled. Still I never haven't loved her. Oh, when you panic in the city, it feels like one too many walls. When it thunders in the canyon, you get the feeling you're too small. I washed up and I wandered, did whatever business looked the best. I found a savior, then I lost him. Had a kid and all the rest. And then the doctor left a message. So we're looking at these numbers from your chest. And when you're lonely on the prairie, still a couple people you can call. When it thunders in the canyon, you get the feeling you're too small. The detective is expensive, but he thought it was something he could solve. I found her serving breakfast in a cafe on the Skyway in St. Paul. When we got to the Twin Cities, I said, man, I know some songs about this place. When we swept up all the empties, the parties always seemed like such a waste. Oh, when you panic in the city, feels like one too many walls. There's an absence of a middle, people are all higher in withdrawal. When you're lonely on the prairie, still a couple people you can call. Oh, when it thunders in the canyon, you get the feeling you're too small. Down there on the blankets, you can see the lifetime in their eyes. You can purchase what they offer, see if they've got something on the side. You live your whole life just to get out to the place you're gonna die. You travel your whole life just to get out to the place you're gonna die. Thanks so much. My name is Craig Finn. These are the Uptown Controllers. We've got a new record out this year. It's called I Need a New War. And this next song is one of the songs that's off it. It's about a guy who has a bit of an accident and comes back to his hometown and is attempting to both fade in, to sort of fade into the background, but also carve out a space for himself. It's called Magic Marker, and it goes like this. There were times that all that freedom had me wasted, wild and bored, shooting through the ceiling, shaking off the desert storm, reaching out for something, trying to let go of the war, hoping hard for something to hold on to, stretching at the truth, trying to seem a little hard, scratching at the 8 ball in the back half of the bar. I used to always roll around with a magic marker. Some nights it just feels good to write your name. Later on we'd end up at that after-hours house with the guy who took the money with a fish hook in his mouth. Pretty girls all burning holes in the cushions of the couch. All the times that we saw dawn kick in the windows. Spent the best part of that summer trying to come up with a plan. Made a couple little changes when I met up with a man. Did something kind of strange, but I made like 16 grand. Hope I never have to pull that trick again. Hope I never have to pull that trick again. Went out west and tried to double it. Lost it all, tried to recover it. I got pistol whipped in Portland. Oh Lord, I got so much of it. Had trouble with my numbers for some time. Some priest, he got me clean. The VA fixed my face. I came home behind the counter, started working at my uncle's place. Mostly taking orders and shaking cans of paint. And someone had to help me make the change. No, it's been 20 years since what we call the accident. Everybody knows, no one ever mentions it. Everybody's talking about the president. And me, I'm never sure what I should say. And I'm still working at my uncle's place. Still driving around in darkness, but I'm mostly staying straight. There's pretty girls up there at Independence Lake, but they don't seem to see me anymore. I'm better with my numbers now, parked down by the water, stretching at the truth, trying to seem a little softer. I still roll around with my magic markers. Some nights it just feels good to write your name. Some nights it just feels good to write your name. It was a couple years ago. I was reading a book, and it was Tender as the Night. It was S. Scott Fitzgerald. And there was a reference that I didn't recognize. It was a reference to Grant at Galena. I didn't know what it meant, so I looked it up. And it turned out that it referred to our president, a one-time president, Ulysses S. Grant. And the time after he retired from the Army and went home to his family's house in Galena, Illinois. His family had a store there, which he worked at. And he set about pretty much floundering. He drank too much. He got into debt. And predictably, what with the drinking too much and the going into debt, he had problems in his marriage. And things overall did not go well for about 7 years. And then when the Civil War broke out, Grant found purpose again. He rejoined the Army. He became a general. He became commander, and he led the Union forces to victory. And then he himself became President of the United States. But I still find fascinating the 7 years he spent failing in Galena, Illinois. So I wrote a song about it. It's called Grand at Galena. And it even says the name of our album in it, I Need a New War. The funny thing about this song is it's not about Ulysses S. Grant. It's about a guy in my own hometown, Edina, Minnesota. And he's living in a house that's been foreclosed upon. And they've repossessed his car and he has to walk everywhere. And Edina, Minnesota is not a good place to have to walk everywhere. But all the while, he's hoping that this is his granted Galena moment and that he too will rise again. Broke into the Biltmore, got a couple of handles, drifted back into darkness, lit a few candles. They sent me some letters, I did my best to ignore them. I couldn't make the payments, so they sat there unopened. They turned off the power, but I still got the water. When I lose light for reading, I walk up to the mall. I'm a creature of habits, I forget what it's for. I'm granted Galena, I need a new war. I need a new war. I wore the right shoes, I wore the right shirt. Went to the city didn't work. Never felt right, but at least it didn't hurt. Saw the old school, it was all pretty sweet. Not one single person threw palms at my feet. My old friends are fine, but my new friends are freaks. Found a bird in the backyard, flew into a wall. I brought it into the foyer, prayed its sins are absolved. I finally felt useful, trying to save something small. There's so many storefronts emptied out at the mall. Now they turned off the power, and it's dark in the shower. I guess it's all expectations. It depends on the day. When supplies get depleted, I set out for the store. I'm granted Galena, I need a new war. I need a new war. I say the same things that used to get lost. When the sun's coming up, I'm high in the bath. I can pay with a card, but I can't pay in cash. Wore the right shoes, I wore the right shirt. Went to the city didn't work. It never felt the rain, but at least it didn't hurt. Found a bird in the backyard. It flew into a wall. Brought it into the foyer, prayed its sins are absolved. I finally felt useful, trying to save something small. There's so many storefronts emptied out at the mall, and they turned off the power, and it's dark in the shower. I tried to ignore it. It depends on the day. It was sometime last summer. I stopped keeping score. I'm Grant Galena. I need a new war. Johnny, I was calling just to tell you that I'm gonna be calling. I know you hate to be surprised, I want you to be prepared. I guess the doctor's back in town. I heard they're gonna give him clearance. I see a storm coming up in the distance. The only kind of dreams you ever seem to have are bad dreams. The only thing you ever say you really want to do is sleep. I know that you've been passed around, you've been hurt so much you're bored. I want to give you something to hope for. I got a little something from the state for all of my hassle. I got a little bit more from the guy behind the wheel. The captain started laughing, then the accident that happens. And now it's a whole different deal. The only kind of dreams you ever seem to have are bad dreams. The only thing you ever say you really want to do is smoke. I know that you've been passed around, you've been hurt so much you're bored. I want to give you something to hope for. Would you want to take a little drive with me out into the mountains? There's nothing here in this town but the ravage of time. The darkness in the taverns and the boys back by the bathrooms. All the nickels and dimes. For once in my life I got a little something here in my pocket. It feels pretty sweet with a little bit of room to breathe. I've been keeping up with payments, man. I've been managing the pain. We'll start off the highway. One more minute and this city's gonna give me a breakdown. One more night and this bar is gonna give me the blues. Out to roll with one headlight out, slipping, sliding, spinning round. Johnny, I'm gonna take care of you. Johnny, I'm gonna take care of you. I wanna give you something to hope for. Johnny, I'm gonna be calling. I wanna give you something to hope for. 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 Thanks so much. My name is Craig Finn. These are the Uptown Controllers. We got one more for you. This is a song actually was on my last record, which is called We All Want the Same Things, and it talks about people who are left behind and after some of the unfortunate deaths in the opiate crisis that's happened in our country. And this is a story about two people that are left behind. It's a very special song to me. It's called God in Chicago. Thanks for being here. Mom found her brother, then she found the container wrapped in a newspaper and stuffed in a duffel bag with hockey pads and $7,000 in rubber bands. We didn't speak at the service, but later a message from a number that wasn't familiar said, "Hey, it's Charlie's sister. Would you do me a favor? There's unfinished business." It's roughly the size of a baseball. I said I wasn't sure, but yeah, I could probably call someone. I knew this kid from my dorm when I went to school in Wisconsin. My 2 semesters were a total disaster, and he was part of the problem. We hadn't talked in forever. But waiting for when Winnetka picked up on the first ring, I explained the situation. He said he'd be interested, but we'd have to come to him. We said lunchtime on Wednesday, a Mexican restaurant a mile north of Midway. He worked at his father's shipping company out west of the city. But right now I'm not working. She said we could split it. She just wants to be finished and not even tempted. It's so damn sad in the house right now. He's still hearing everything. She just needs a break from it. Says she wants to come with. Yeah, we left really early. Went from St. Paul to Cicero in a Chevrolet that didn't have any radio. Had a boombox in the back seat, but it was running out of batteries. We played 1999 into Led Zeppelin 3. And when the tape deck got all wobbly, she still sang the harmonies. The transaction was easy. My buddy looked similar, just a little bit heavier, and counting the money in front of him seemed silly. Yeah, this isn't the movies, man. So Wayne got in his car, and he drove off into the sunset. He took a left onto Cermak, and she turned to me, and she said, "Never been to Chicago. I got nothing going on tomorrow. Maybe we could stay here tonight. lose ourselves in the glass and light. Never been to Chicago. I got nothing going on tomorrow. Maybe we can stay here tonight, lose ourselves in the glass and light. We got a room at the Hyatt, Michigan Avenue. I can still picture you. We each got a toothbrush at Walgreens. We drank in the taverns. We ate somewhere Italian. Then she's on the sidewalk trying to ask for a cigarette from oncoming traffic. I felt God in the buildings, the light from the skyscrapers showing up in the river, and 4 years didn't seem like much anymore. Yet we both want the same things. We kissed on the corner, we kissed in the corridors, we fumbled with clothing. We all want the same things. And then it was morning. Drove back all hungover, and all the way to Eau Claire she played with her hair. Came up on St. Paul and she was sobbing. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. I'm Craig Finn.
Craig Finn and the Uptown Controllers. He grew up in Minnesota. You heard him talking about that, but for the last almost 2 decades, he's lived in New York City. And I hope you enjoyed that half as much as I did. He's one of my favorites. Craig Finn and the Uptown Controllers. Their new CD is called I Need a New War, and you heard quite a few songs from that right there. They'll be working the album on the West Coast during this month. They just got back from Europe. So if you're out the West Coast and have a chance to go see this band, that would be something. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook, of course, Twitter, and you can peek behind the scenes on our Instagram account. All of these links are at our website, mountainstage.org. I'd like to say a special hello to you right now. If you are listening over WUMB, Boston, Massachusetts, or KISU, Pocatello, Idaho. And I hope you'll be with us next week. Our guests will be the Steel Wheels, Radney Foster, Elin Jewell, and Karen Kane, and Raina Gellert. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio for the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage from NPR. Well, thank you so much. Welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. If you're just tuning in, a special hello to you. We've had some great music, and boy, do we have some more great music to come. A little later in this hour, we're going to be welcoming Nick Lowe and Lowe Straitjackets. But to start out, we have a woman who has distinguished herself as one of the finest songwriters and singers over the last couple of decades. She comes out of Maine originally. She kind of came into everyone's view when she was living in Boston. She has always been kind of a shy and retiring person, not a great self-promoter. So what she's done is let her songs do her promotion. When people started hearing them, they wanted to record them, and they wanted to record her. Her music's been recorded by Linda Ronstadt and Bette Midler, Mary Chapin Carpenter, Martina McBride, Emmylou Harris, and particularly the Dixie Chicks helped put her in the spotlight, and she stayed there ever since. She is a Grammy Award winner, and she has a new CD now. It's her 10th, and it's her first eponymous CD. She's brought some folks with her to help her do it right. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Patty Griffin.
Hello, it's so good to be here.
Here's what I remember. It really was that tender. The day I gave my heart away. The day that I surrendered. Here's the thing that I recall. Never had that much at all, and I never knew until the fall. Before I never cared at all. Started to know what they mean, that everything is just a dream. A string of memories and steam and disappearing days. Life is a foreign land, impossible to understand. Once we had the precious bird in hand and let him slip away. Here's the thing I recollect. The place was a little derelict. Added poison to the wine. I told myself that it was fine. He said, this is just the way things are. As long as anyone remembers when I started to agree, and then I started to remember.
so much. It's good to be back in Charleston, back at the Mountain Stage. This 36 years it's been going on, which is amazing. And I've gotten to be here a few times. And as Larry said, I put a record out earlier in the year, and we've been on the road kind of nonstop for quite a few months now. And we're going to play some stuff from that and maybe one or two things from before. But before I get rolling, I want to tell you who these guys are because they're really, really good. And it would drive me crazy if I didn't know who they were. So I'm going to kind of let you know. This is the great David Pulkingham playing guitar. And over here, multitasking like crazy tonight. He was a drummer for NRBQ for many years. He's really great drummer, very sophisticated drummer. But he agreed to play bass, drums, and just about everything else on the stage all at once. This is the great Conrad Chacroon. I wrote this next song. I was listening to, I was feeling a little sad one night, so I decided to go onto the YouTube and check out Screamin' Jay Hawkins and find him singing. He's the guy that wrote, "I Put a Spell on You Because You're Mine," and also a favorite of mine, the Constipation Blues, which a friend of mine was having a little trouble last week, and I had the opportunity to send a Screamin' Jay Hawkins YouTube video to her, and I don't think it helped out her situation, but it made her happier. Anyway, this song has nothing to do with Screamin' Jay. He just made me happy, and I wrote it. Here we go.
Out of sand, you get to the end and you just turn it upside down again. It's like a book where the story never ends, the plot keeps turning around. I was dancing with my eyes closed, the music had me in a trance. 6 o'clock and the party came around. I was the last one at the dance. Morning takes a stiff upper lip, a turned up collar and some very strong hips. A strong will when the money slips, and they ain't calling you a lady now. Sister told me some time ago, there's no reward for last sheep. You better learn to look sharp and keep it in the lines. Don't go swimming where the river's too deep. But I knew all along that that just wasn't me. I went swimming in the river with the ghosts and debris. I shouldn't a person at least try to be free instead of giving up and just pretending to be. Oh yeah, only leaves you in a strange place, a dirty mirror and a stranger's face. Nowhere to run, too late to back
times that life is a dream. If it is, I've been dreaming of a crazy machine that's been choking out the love, killing too many dreamers, and I just want to tear that old machine down. So ask people how I dream up in his place. Well, I dream of a forest where we could all meet face to face, where love could be love and dreams could be dreamers. Dreamers, dreaming of love and its many wonders. Dreamers, dreaming of love. One more time now. Dreamers, dreaming of love. That's a great David Buckingham playing that guitar. I wrote this next song to sort of remind myself of my Irish heritage. We have any Irish Americans out there tonight? Oh, a whole bunch of you out there tonight. Everywhere you go, I ask this question, are there any Irish Americans out there? And everywhere you go, at least 10% of the audience is Irish American. And most of us, my grandparents came from Ireland in the early part of the last century. And, most of us exist in the United States because of the Great Famine. They got pretty desperate over there. And we live in a border state, and it really breaks my heart, and actually I hang my head down in shame at the way people are getting treated down in our border right now, on both sides of the border. We got to do a lot better than we're doing now. And so I wrote this song to just remind myself over and over again where I come from, why I exist, and how my grandparents got a chance. And this is called about a bunch of guys coming over during the Great Famine from a little town called Tralee. It goes like this. Price and the passage came across the ocean for one English pound. We slept in the hay bed with the sheep and the shit, yeah. We slept in the hay, me and 3 boys from our town. Surround us, came on like a black sea. Everything it came for, riding on the ground. Food was had for money, and as we had none, all the world around us came tumbling down. 4 boys from Chile going to a factory in a place of foreign man calling on Ontario. 4 boys from Chile, 40 days out on the sea without home or family. Nowhere left to go. When we found, oh, he took his last breath, ship sailors found him. Before he took his last breath, they tossed him into drown. Hunger makes you nothing, boy, I am
just a foreign man crawling on a chariot. Foreign boys from Tully, 40 days out on the sea. One of them poor boys was me. I wanted you to know. As Larry said, I grew up in a little town in Maine. I've been in Texas for 22 years now, but I grew up in a little town in Maine, and it's this little town called Old Town, Maine, and it's like a lot of little towns all over the world, really. But this little town was sort of built on a system of rivers, a bunch of little islands, and human life has been inhabiting that area for thousands of years. It's the home of the Penobscot Nation, and they've been living there. They're still there on a reservation within the town. So I'm way out of breath. Are we up high? We're not, are we? We're not up that high in the hills. So anyway, my ancestors, my mom's ancestors, are those French people that came over and decided to like trap everything furry and scurrying and send it back to France. And then when they kind of did a number on the population of furry animals that they could sell to make hats and coats in Europe, they noticed how large the trees were, and they just started chopping all of those down and sending them down this river, which is called now the Penobscot River. It's this great river that ran all the way out to the sea. If anybody's ever been to Maine, at Arcadia National Park, that's right at the end of the Penobscot River. And when the trees ran out, they just moved in a bunch of factories, just there forever. You know, lots of working people around looking for stuff to do. So when I was born in 1964, there were 7 factories, and there's only one left now, and no one's really come up with a plan for what to do next. But I have high hopes that we'll figure something out one of these days. So the town's kind of faded back a little bit into the dust, and I wrote a song about it. It's called "Where I Come From." It's a land of many islands. 2 rivers run to the east and to the west. Wanted to run far away as I could, as fast as I could get. No matter where I've been, I can't escape who I am or forget. Where I come from, pain is peeling all the time. The winter's long, gets into your boots. Come through our feet in a little town when the sun shines.
to do an old gospel song. This is done by a really great old gospel group. They wrote it called the Swan Silver Tones. I'd like to hear that one more time. Well, I believe my soul and I'm going on home. I do, oh Lord, move up when this life is over. I'm gonna stick my soul in the sand. I'm gonna go on home to Jesus over in glory land. I will move up to the sky, my home on high. Well, all my life I wanna know why my Jesus loves me so. Yes, oh Lord, I'm moving, move up. I wanna move up to the sky, to my home on high. I wanna see my loving mother, see my father too. I wanna sing with the angels, tell them how I made it through. Well, I'm gonna move on up in glory, move on up in glory, move on up in glory after a while. One of these mornings, and it won't be very long, they're gonna look for me down here, but I believe I'll be going on home. I wanna walk with the Father, shadow with the Son, tell them all about this world that I come from. I wanna see my loving mother, I wanna see my father too. I wanna walk around in glory and spread the news. Well, all my life I wanna know why my Jesus loves me so. Yes, oh Lord, I'm moving, move up, move up, move up, move up, move up. I wanna move, Isn't that a good song? That's such a great song. Well, I want to thank you all for listening to us tonight, and it's such an honor to be here on this crazy old show that I listened to many, 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 many years ago when I was much younger, and with all these super talented people. And I want to thank my great band, David Polkingham and Conrad Chakrin. And we're going to leave you with this one. Thank you so much, everyone.
Isn't she a river? She doesn't need a diamond to shine. You can't really have her. But you can hold her for a time. Takes an army just to bend her. Be careful where you send her. 'Cause you can't hold her back for long. A river is just too strong. She's a river. Arms made out of silver. Moving in a crooked line. Carrying some dreamers up into the end of time. You don't need to save her or teach her to behave. Just let her arms unwind. And the changing and undefined. She's a river, yeah. You can ride easy when she's slow. Hug across her when she's low. Follow wherever she goes. She's a river. Run for cover when she mad. Drown in her tears when things are bad. Don't you ever forget it that she's a river. Ooh, isn't she a river? And she doesn't need a diamond to shine. So people call you clever. She's been here a long, long time. And she's seen so many faces and places down the line. She's been left for dead a million times. Keeps coming home, arms open wide. Ever changing and undefined. She's a river. Yeah. Oh, river.
Thank you so much.
Patty Griffin. Along with David Puckingham and Conrad Chacroon. Patty Griffin right there. And her latest CD is called Patty Griffin. And I'm so glad she did that gospel song because if you don't know, the Swan Silvertones were formed in 1938 in McDowell County, West Virginia. And their 2013, they were inducted into the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame. And Claude Jeter, who started the band, came from Alabama to work in the coal mines of McDowell County. Later, they went to Knoxville. Great song, great group. It's time to hear from Bob Thompson. He's going to do one I know you're going to recognize, Paul McCartney song. Say hello to Bob Thompson. Bob Thompson, Paul McCartney's Blackbird. You can get his music at colortones.com. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Adventures on the Gorge, the adventure resort where wild meets wonderful on the rim of the New River Gorge. Find whitewater rafting, rock climbing, zip lining, and lodging at adventuresonthegorge.com. We hope you'll take a second and look at our website, mountainstage.org. You can find links there to our podcast, and, of course, follow us on about every form of social media. Someday, we hope that you will come and visit us live wherever we are. You can find out where we're going to be and get your tickets right there at mountainstage.org. We're going to end in fine style with a man who, if you don't know, I can't imagine you don't know him. I can't tell you all the stuff he's done. You can look it up online and find out that as a singer, he's had hits both in his native UK and in the USA. His songwriting has been covered by a myriad list of people from Elvis Costello to Johnny Cash, and as a producer of music, he produced The Pretenders, The Damned, Graham Parker, and the first 5 Elvis Costello CDs. Along the way, he's evolved, reinvented himself, and recently he met the guys that you see with him up here who have their own track record of recording. And they have gotten together and have a new recording on Yep Rock Records, an EP, Love, Starvation, and Trombone, and with more to come. We're very excited to welcome back to the Mountain Stage for the first time with the band, Nick Lowe and Lowe Straitjackets.
Without love, I am half human. Without love, I'm a machine. Without love, there's nothing doing. I'm dying. Without love, I am an island all by myself in the heartbreak sea. Without love, there's no denying that I'm dying. Without love, for there is nowhere I can run, and there is no hiding place, sticking out like a sore thumb by the gloomy look upon my face. Without love, I'm incomplete. Without love, I'm not whole. Without love, I'm barely on my feet. I'm dying without love. There is nowhere I can run, and there is no hiding place, sticking out like a sore thumb by the gloomy look upon my face. Well, without love, I'm incomplete, and without love, I'm not whole. oh, without love, I'm barely on my feet. I'm dying without love. I'm dying without love. Know that I'm dying, dying, dying without love. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much. On behalf of myself and Lowe Straitjackets, I'd like to say what a great pleasure it is to be back on Mountain Stage once again. We're going to do our best to fit in as many tunes as we can during our time up here, and we're going to do a mixture of old favorites and a few new songs like this one. This is called Love Starvation. I woke up early with love starvation, hugging my pillow all alone in a rickety bed. Baby, if it's any consolation, the needle's in the red. It only hit me when I went by a mirror. That's when I saw what was written all over my face. I'm suffering love starvation, a very bad case. I tell you something about love starvation. It's like a prison in your mind you're locked up in. Disappointment, desperation, your two old friends. Make it stop, if only I could turn back the clock. Make it so, cause I tell you that I can't exist in a world like this. That comes in colors, or even one I can dream in black and white. Any love is better than no love, so any love's right. Make it stop, if only I could turn back the clock. Make it so, cause I tell you that I can't exist in a world like this. I woke up early with love starvation, hugging my pillow all alone in a rickety bed. Baby, if it's any consolation, the needle's in the red. The needle's in the red. Love starvation, baby. It's got me on the back foot. It's put me in a dark and lonely place. Got me never knowing if I'm ever going to start living again. Love starvation, baby. Love, love, love. I'm on a lonely street, but nobody told my feet they're walking on air, 'cause somebody cares for me. I'm in a blue hotel room like a prison cell, but I'd sleep on the stairs 'cause somebody cares for me. In a dim saloon, anytime before noon, there's an empty chair, 'cause somebody cares for me. I find myself in church. I don't come in here much, but I'm saying a prayer, 'cause somebody cares for me. It's like I filled a hole that was shaped all wrong, with a piece of the puzzle that's been missing all along. If you think I'm glad I'll say I'm more than that. I'm glad as can be that somebody cares for me. Rock. Well, it's like I filled a hole up, but that I was shaped all wrong, with a piece of a jigsaw puzzle that's been missing for too long. If you think I'm glad, I wanna say you got that, Dad. I've got more than my share, 'cause somebody cares for me. I'm glad, so glad, I'm glad as can be. Somebody cares for me. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to do one more tune, and then I'm going to move aside and leave you in the more than capable hands of Los Straitjackets, who are going to entertain you in their own unique fashion. We'll leave you with this rockabilly song, which we came up with and recorded last year. It's called Tokyo Bay. It goes like this. I'll be long gone, Daddy. Good night. No, joking. I'll be long gone, Daddy, when they find my note. Just for the record, this is what I wrote. I'm relocating to a foreign shore. You won't have me to kick around no more. You can't make me stay, I'm leaving today. It's anchors away, I'm shipping out to Tokyo Bay. There's a solemn little geisha flying for me under a parasol out on the quay. She knows I'm coming from beyond the sea, and she's hoping and praying most fervently that today's the day of smoking into Tokyo Bay. Well, I'll find a lineup, then my plan to work my ticket as some kind of hand, maybe picking up after the cabaret band. Anything to get my toes in the sands of Tokyo Bay. All that. Well, in a dim dark side canteen I know, with my collar turned up and my cap down low, all dressed up like a Lowe. I got my grip in my hand packed, ready to go. I'll be a long gone daddy when you find my knob. Just for the record, this is what I wrote. You can't make me stay, I'm leaving today. So glad to say I'm heading up the gangway, bound for Tokyo Bay. Tokyo Bay, I'll be a long gone daddy, be a long gone daddy, long gone daddy, long gone daddy, so long. That's all I wrote. Hey, don't know what I got though. Those Straitjackets.
I've got a message in a song for you. You're like a mill, you run me through. I call you blue on blue. Blue on blue. You're only happy when you see me cry. I ought to leave, but how can I? Tied to blue on blue. Blue on blue. How has it come to this? Your kisses are my one true desire. I long each waking hour for you. Blue on blue. I've got a message in a song for you. I call you blue on blue. I can't sleep for all the promises you don't keep. I wanna run, but I'm in too deep for blue on blue. In my mind, I'm on the end of a ball of twine that she jerks from time to time. Time for blue on blue. Blue on blue. How has it come to this? Your kisses are my one true desire. I long each waking hour for you. Blue on blue. I've got a message in a song for you. You're like a mill, you run me through. I call you blue on blue. 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 Blue, blue, blue. Oh, blue, 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 blue. Blue, blue.
Thank you. And for our last piece, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do this. Well, 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 well. It's good to be back on the mountain stage. And we got a story for you. And it's a good one, too. It features the Marriott Hotel in town where we're all staying. Yeah, come round to the drummer's room. He's having a big party afterwards. That will feature in the song. Well, the bride looked a picture in the gown that her mama wore when she was married herself nearly 27 years before. They had to change the style a little, but it looked just fine. Stayed up all night, but they got it finished just in time. Now on the arm of her daddy, she's walking down the aisle. I see her catching my eye and give me a secret smile. Maybe it's too old-fashioned, but we once were close friends. But the way she looks today, she never could have been. Well, I can see her now in her red blue jeans, pumping on the money in the record machine, spinning like a topper. You should have seen her go. I know the bride when she used to rock and roll. Well, a proud daddy only wanna give his little girl the best. So he put down the grand on a cozy little lover's nest. You could have called the reception an unqualified success. At the Marriott Hotel for 117 family members and a couple of dozen other uninvited guests. Just take a look at the bridegroom, smiling, pleased as pie, shaking hands all around with a glassy look in his eye. He got a real good job and his shirt and tie is nice, mama, nice. But I remember the time when she never would have looked at him twice. No, 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 I can see her now, drinking with the boys, breaking their hearts like a day of toys. She used to do the pony, she used to do the stroll. I know the bride when she used to rock and roll. I know the bride when she used to rock. Eddie Angel. Seeing her now and not walking on, walking up and down to her favorite song. I still remember when she used to wanna make a lot of noise, popping and bopping with a streak on her board. She used to wanna party, she used to wanna go. I know the bride when she used to rock and roll. I knew the bride when she used to rock and say, I know the bride when she used to rock and roll. I knew the bride when she used to rock and roll. When she used to do the pony in the stroller. But she used to do the monkey, hitchhike, baby. Well, pony in the stroller, pony in the stroller, pony in the stroller, pony in the stroller, pony in the stroller. Stop it. Los Straitjackets. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We've been asked to do another one. We weren't planning on it, but we're very happy to. This is called What's So Funny About Peace, Love and Understanding. as I walk this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity. I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain, hatred, and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? And as I walk on through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Where are the strong? Who are the trusted? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Where are the strong? Who are the trusted? And where is the harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, you know, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Understanding. Understanding, brother. Understanding, sister. Understanding. Lowe Straitjackets.
Nick Lowe and Lowe Straitjackets. Check it out. The latest EP, Love, Starvation, and Trombone on Yep Rock. Nick Lowe and Lowe Straitjackets. Oh, yes, indeed. My goodness, what a show, huh? Wow. Our thanks to Nick Lowe and Lowe Straitjackets. Our thanks to Patty Griffin. Thanks to Craig Finn and the Uptown Controllers and Shook Twins. Thanks to you folks here at the Culture Center in Charleston for being with us in person. And, of course, as always, thank you wherever you are listening right now and however you are listening, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage, and we never forget that. We hope you'll be with us next time. when our guests will be the Steel Wheels, Radney Foster, Elin Jewell, and Kieran Kane and Raina Gellert. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasily Askouras. Assistant producers are Alexis Palmer and John Ingram. Production manager is Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. With production assistants from Michael Lipton, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, Big J, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Vasily Askouras, John Ingram, and Music and Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are, just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage Live Performance Radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We're going to do a tribute now to a man who grew up in West Virginia, a great songwriter, and he just passed away. His name was Daniel Johnston. I'm getting closer to the facts. I've turned my back on silly dreams. I'm walking down that lonely road, my heavy load, I didn't bother to bring it, and the sun shines down on me. I feel like I deserve it when the sun shines down. I'm hiding out where you can't see, behind a wall, in the back of the room. Craig Finn.
I'm crawling slowly through the dark and feeling for a punchline,
and the sun shines down on me. I feel like I deserve it when the sun shines down. Ryan Kennedy. Nico Slice now. Bob Thompson. I'm walking down that empty road, but it ain't empty now because I'm on it. Julie.
I'm getting closer to a hope that I can carry and take home with me.
And the sun shines down on me. I feel like I deserve it when the sun shines down. Chorus again. And the sun shines down on me. I feel like I deserve it when the sun shines down.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. This is NPR.